Amon G. Carter Stadium in Fort Worth. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the BYU Cougars and the TCU Horned Frogs. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Amon G. Carter Stadium in Fort Worth might be small, but it is mighty. Seating 46,000 fans, the purple smoke, the engine horn blaring, the Frogs get it going on game day in Fort Worth. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. And the Horned Frogs will kick off first, and here we go. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cougars offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see some...
What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
With the catch, it's Lyons. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll give it to him again. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, BYU is a team that made it to the Big 12 title game a year ago. A big part of it was L.J. Martin and their ability running the football, but also what he was able to do catching it as well. Bachmeier back at quarterback, so this offense really expects to take the next step. But L.J. Martin, David, probably one of the better running backs in the country that maybe a lot of college football fans outside of the Big 12 don't really know about.
Yeah, I mean, he could catch it, he could make you miss, he could run you over. The injuries slowed him down a little bit a year ago. But another year of experience with Bear in the backfield, and that is a big Bear. That is a large Bear that can also run the football. Could be a great 1-2 punch that makes you pack a lunch and tackle. Oh, man, for 60 minutes.
Last completion picked up a couple. Here comes 2nd and 8. Dropping back, it's Bachmeier. On target. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. So now on comes the field goal unit. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And on this opening drive, the D gave up some yards, but that's okay. They buckled down when they needed to. They forced the field goal, keeping the home crowd still engaged, still excited, and now they get the football.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Horned Frogs offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. I'm not sure how much they're going to want to go after this guy because very few have had success throwing his way. They'll send the tight end in motion. To the air on 1st down. Escapes the pressure going right. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. They want to throw it. Bring in the heat. He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play.
Yeah, I think that's nice discipline by this defense. Doing a good job playing inside out, using the sideline to their advantage, kind of stringing it out, not giving up yards. This is a really good job by the defense, playing fast and playing smartly.
Complete to the left.
And as a quarterback, when you're facing man coverage, you've got to find your best one-on-one matchup. That receiver did a tremendous job. Quickness, changing direction, out of his break, able to create separation. There was no question the quarterback was going to target that receiver on that play.
Looking to throw, it's Craig. Extending the play. On the move, he fires. Finds a man on the right. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. The Horned Frogs come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Payne. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line. So close to cashing it in for this offense. A 1st down run in the red zone. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, TCU! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the BYU offense comes out to go on the attack. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Run inside. It's Martin. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Right back to the well. Got enough for the 1st. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches, I'm getting a 1st down. I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Makes the grab in their space. Knocked off his feet.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
The Cougars look to keep this drive humming. To the air, it's Bachmeier. Fires to the tight end. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Motion from the wide receiver. Caught in the backfield. It's Phillips. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
That's a really good break on the football. He sees the ball come out, and he hits it right as he's catching it. Nice job of dislodging the football from the receiver. That's a good play by the defensive back.
Finds the tight end. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. And the Cougars go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking downfield on first down. Easy completion on the shuffle. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive. And offense
going for it all. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
And you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
That slide's a little early and short, and now it's going to be fourth down. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. He's already put 3 on the board earlier, this time a 38-yard try. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. That brings them to within 1.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. The inside handoff. Fights off a defender. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and TCU has the lead as we get a look at the stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Running inside. It's Payne. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
Well, I'll tell you, when you start a game as well as this guy did on the opening drive, you're going to earn more touches later. And finally, they hand it off to him here on the second drive. But he's really shot out of a cannon in this game. Really like the way he's running right now. He's running hard. He's running with authority. They need to keep giving him the football.
And the horn frogs in a good spot here with second and short. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Back open in the middle. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is
just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. A first down sack can be a drive killer. Now it's second and 13. Back to pass, it's Craig. They're working that left side. Makes a grab and room to run. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to him in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space. After the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimum gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Under fire. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. The quick out. Taken down just short of the sticks, but the offense still within scoring range on fourth down.
Man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection, nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
Needs it to keep this drive alive. He gets it inside the 25. They'll move the chains. It's a first down. Spot the ball at the 23. The Horned Frogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the ground. He's got it again. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
To throw, it's Craig. Hauls it in. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
They'll run it to the left, looking for the touchdown here. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
All right, so now you're in this third down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that, too. Getting the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's fourth down. Fourth down means go for it. That's all that means now today in college football.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. What will the offense dial up on third and goal? From the gun, wants to pass. Big guy smells it. Touchdown, Horned Frog! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Bachmeier. Complete. That's some old-school, hard-nosed, tough running as he powers his way to the 30. Quick tempo, no-huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Back to pass. Got his man on the right. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He's dragged down to the ground, but what a play there. Scoops up the loose football and moves the chains.
And how about the defense here? Oftentimes in these 2-minute type situations, you're just sort of in this prevent mode. You're trying to force the opponent to kick the field goal and not score a touchdown, but they're still being aggressive. They're out there still trying to make...
And he's got room. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. All the way down to the 25-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Payne. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. Now the Cougars are going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Making side adjustments here. To the air on second down. Now adjusting. He'll throw it. Makes the catch. And he will score. Touchdown, TCU. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
This offense right now, they're doing some damage through the air. That's now their second passing touchdown. They thought coming into this game they were going to have some matchups on the perimeter of the field that they could take advantage of, and they've done that so far here today.
And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. He'll bring it out. It's Buckmeyer. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Back to throw. It's Buckmeyer. He's going to run it. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. It's Buckmeyer. Timeout taken by BYU at second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. You've got a third and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. Looking to throw for it. Here's a heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarmed him under for no gain. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Bought a little time, lets it go. Zings it complete to the right. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Marked it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. One big play to get it up near midfield. Now they're in business at the 47. Wants to throw on first down. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Had to start that slide a little early, and he'll be short of the first down. Timeout taken by TCU. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Wants to throw. It's Craig. Working that left side now. TCU calls its second timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Trying to escape and get it himself. Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
And that's a really good job by this defense, because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker, because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
Throws to the tight end. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Looking for the end zone. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be fourth down. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. And he missed it. No good. And after the missed field goal, guys, the lead's still at 15. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
from our gorgeous Orlando studios, it's the Week 5 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with Tennessee taking on the number 15 team, the Auburn Tigers. And it's the Volunteers who finish off the victory to get to 4-1. They led this one at halftime. They held off a second-half comeback attempt. This group has to be feeling good.
BYU about to kick it off to open the second half. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And he'll be stopped. Return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead. You're
turning it on. Makes it past the marker. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
You see so many offenses these days just throw swing routes to the running back. That's the extension of the run game. Well, that's the play. That's the extension of. It's the toss. And when he gets outside, watch out. He can dial up home runs.
They're going to ride this running back inside the 25. Might have a chance. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. And the Horned Frogs line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And the route is on.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, as they punted away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Quickly out to the tight end. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
The run inside. It's Martin. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
What a run by their tailback, and simply one of the best in the entire country. And his ability to make people miss is the reason why, guys. That's one thing that's just not coachable. You have it or you don't. That was something they identified in him when they were recruiting him to come play in this offense, and now it's come to fruition. Defenses have such a hard time bringing him down. This defense is going to have to do a better job game tackling as this game goes on.
Off play action. That's reeled in. It's Martin. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, try to get that elusive guy on the ground.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And obviously trailing in this football game now in the second half. This is exactly what they talked about at halftime. We've got to create some explosive plays in the passing game. They're going to need a lot of this, and the defense is fully aware that they're going to throw the football. Well, that's a great start to this second half.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
Looking for a man. It's Craig. The throw to the outside is complete. He works his way across the 40-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Running inside. It's Payne. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down.
And it's been fun to watch them feature this guy. Like, they understand they can run the football. They understand how good he is, and just they've owned the line of scrimmage. They've sprinkled in some pass. Like, this offense has done a really good job staying balanced, but featuring one of their better players.
He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. The Horned Frogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Quarterback making checks. Wants to fire on second down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. And the Horned Frogs have their offense in high gear. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
This quarterback has to know he's got to get rid of the football quickly. This defense has already shown on film that they'll rush this outside linebacker off the edge and make the count 5 on their pass rush. But with his speed and his flexibility, he's too much for a lot of these offensive linemen to handle.
They'll run play action. Here's the pressure. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
And that's back-to-back plays that are not good for this offense. I mean, you've got to protect your main man. Your quarterback has to be upright to make decisions, to make big plays. Sacked on first down and a quarterback hit on second down. Got to do a better job.
Third down after the incompletion. Motion from the back. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And he tried to make something happen with his feet, but they stopped him short, and it'll bring up a fourth down.
It's a little demoralizing, too, I think, if you're on defense, because it looked like...
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on fourth and long. Quarterback may change this route. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Throws to the wideout. Converts on fourth down. Still going. Touchdown, TCU! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that is just outstanding execution on that pass play. Great route by the receiver. Good timing on the throw by the QB. Receiver catches it in stride, turns on the Jets, and is gone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he puts through the extra point. They put together a 65-yard drive for the score. And they finish things off with a scoring toss from the 33. He'll bring it out. It's Bachmeier. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
The Cougars now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Phillips. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Wide receiver going in motion. On third and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. He's going for the big play. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
Coming out of the top. quarter. This quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. To the air, it's Craig. Here comes the heat. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable.
Oh, it's a fake. Buys a little extra time. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
Man, that is awesome. That gets the juices going. That gets everybody excited. You work on these fake punts all the time, but you don't call them all the time. But the coach saw something, executed it perfectly, called it at the right time, and got a shot in the arm, get some energy, snap it to the up back, completing the pass.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Buying some time. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Looking to pick up a 1st down on 3rd and short from the 43. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking for room. It's Payne. Got enough for the 1st. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. We've reached the break, and TCU is holding the lead. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the 3rd quarter stats will show you. They go back to work in the final period of this one. To the air, it's Craig. Dumps it off in the flats. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
The play action fake. Unloads to the wideout. Working that left side. The Horned Frogs will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. From the red zone, it's Payne. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Quarterback keep. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense.
Touchdown, Horned Frogs! Quick strike through the air for the score. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. And he made the extra point without problem. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the BYU offense comes out to go on the attack. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. looking to fire. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Makes the grab. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. The Cougars lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Got a man. Still on his feet at the 45. He's into the open down the middle. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, BYU!
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting. They're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched. But here in the fourth quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight. Because as a coach, you want to know, next time you take the field, which guys you can depend on and what you can build off of.
On the move from inside his 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Holly Rowe has an update.
Hey guys, checking in from the TCU sideline. This offense has been a big storyline here today. We did not expect them to be so proficient against one of the top defenses in the country, but here we are. A big blowout. They have the ball and the lead. Coaches keep talking to the players about finishing strong. We'll see if they're able to keep up that momentum here today and get the upset. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And the Horned Frogs will snap it on 1st and 10. The offense changing the play. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back, you get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again. Trying to pick up a 1st down. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Gets drilled as he throws. The big pressure on 4th down, and they'll get it back. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much, they need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, oof, it was not a good day.
A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great, the home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David. They played a big factor.
And they're still jacked up, and they're still excited. They play a big factor, and it affects everything. College football, road atmospheres, they're tough. Even when the team isn't ranked like they weren't today, these are the types of moments that can jump up and bite you.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.